Nowhere else in this country, from sea to sea, does nature comfort us with such assurance of plenty, such rich and tranquil beauty, as in those unsung, unpainted hills of Pennsylvania. Rebecca Harding Davis.
Alright guys, day 5 of the PA Wilds road trip, and it's early. It's 7:30 a.m. Early to bed, early to rise, and we are headed north into the Allegheny National Forest. And our first destination of the day is going to be we are heading northbound into the Allegheny National Forest. Our first destination will be a location known as Hector Falls, and from there we'll play it by ear, but this should be a very unique looking waterfall. I've been wanting to check it out for a long time, so let's go check it out. Got about 43 miles to go, 59 minutes, and we should be there. All right. Alright, here we are at the trailhead for Hector Falls, and it was a little bit of a rough ride coming in, and should be about 1 mile down this road till we get to the waterfall. So you can see off to my left here, it looks like this forest was logged, this section. The Allegheny National Forest is notorious for being, I think I've heard it once called the most abused or neglected or just segmented national forest in the whole system. I mean, for logging, for gas, the gas drilling here in here is crazy. It's 500,000 acres, and there's a lot of neat things to see, but you know, it's really a forest that's you know, dealt with a lot over the last century. We've got beautiful blue skies above, and it's nice and cool. It's about 60 degrees. I'm in my pajamas, so to speak, just the clothes I slept in last night. I'm wearing shorts, actually, which you probably have never seen me in a pair of shorts, but I broke down camp quickly this morning, and I feel refreshed. Had a nice good sleep last night. No rain, as I thought was going to happen. So yeah, I'm chomping at the bit here to get down to Hector Falls. So the reports that I heard on this place are you walk about a mile down this trail, that it's not very scenic, and which I agree with, and then we'll come to a clearing, and at some point the trail will split and we need to bear to the left. And that's really all I know. Other than that, I'll be using my ears to listen for water. But I don't think it's going to be that difficult to find. I don't have any kind of like all trails or map or anything, but I don't think it's going to be any big deal here. Well, we've made it to the top of Hector Falls, and as soon as the forest begins getting dark, and you hear water, you're very close to the waterfall. We're standing right on top of the edge, and it's about a 15 to 20 foot drop. Not a lot of water going across, but it's got these really beautiful rocks, and it's really I don't know what you would call it, primeval looking out here with the moss and the ferns and the dark forest. So let's check it out down there. So it's just kind of crazy how you walk through that upper forest that's been logged and is very blah. Then you get into a lower dark forest, and all of a sudden out of nowhere you're in this, like, as I've heard, I think Day Hike Dave and Bob Earhart were here. It's like a magical little spot that feels like you discovered something. It's just so unique. Reminds me of something from like Lord of the Rings. These giant boulder formations in the falling water. It's beautiful back here. So we are now headed to a overlook of the Allegheny Reservoir, known as the Rimrock Overlook, and it's not a visit to the Allegheny National Forest unless you at least stop and see the huge reservoir here. So that's what we're going to do now. Took me out of the way a little bit, but that's okay. It's part of a road trip. So hopefully we get a nice view over the water, get some good shots, and you know, let's see what we see. Here we are at the Rimrock Overlook, and I think the overlook's just right over here. It's not far at all. I didn't realize there's actually this trail runs all the way down to the water. I don't think I'm going to walk all the way down though, because I'd have to walk all the way back. And I'm just not feeling that kind of way today. I'm feeling a nice and relaxing vibe, but should be a nice view just ahead, and let's check it out. It's neat watching the clouds roll over the hills. Look how green those hills are, the hills of Pennsylvania. You hear some boats on the water. Very nice stuff. And there's another little bit of a section of overlook over here as well. This is all built up with stone walls, and so, you know, probably like a pretty popular spot. Maybe a good sunrise or sunset location. It's midday now, so, but still nice. Well, here's a really good look at the sheer rock wall that we're on. So yeah, a good 40 to 50 feet. It drops right down. That group of Boy Scouts or whatever they were came by, and that was causing me to get ready to leave. And then I was walking away from the overlook, and I noticed this like little tunnel, like stairway cut through the rocks. That's really cool looking, so we gotta go check that out. Maybe we can get a view from the bottom of the rocks looking up. So this is really, really cool, actually. Way more interesting than the view. This narrow passage of about 2 feet. It's really tight right here, less than 2 feet, maybe 20 inches. And they cut a stone stairway through here. I guess it leads to the base of the formation. Wow. So this cliff face, it just goes on and on. I really didn't expect to be filming any of this or coming down here, but this is just too neat not to document. I mean, that's a good now 60 feet up there, I'd say. So you can see now there's been about 3 or 4 instances of steps like these leading into these crevice caves. Look at that rock balanced. Oh man, that cold air feels so good. But this is just insane back here. Wow. There's a cave back here. This is a legit cave. Oh, I didn't bring my flashlight. I left my pack. Oh man. I left my pack in the car because I said to myself, there ain't nothing here. Yeah, right. Amazing. By far the most underrated aspect of Pennsylvania's natural beauty is the incredible geology of the state. And I know some people who would love to explore this place and they would climb in there as far as they could. I'm not prepared for that today, but I could have made a whole full video just on this place. And I thought I was just gonna walk out to an overlook, snap a couple pics, and be done. All these little crevice caves going in. I mean, there could be many of them. They're probably all over the place. Oh my gosh. Nature, adventure, discovery. Scenic Pennsylvania. PA Wilds. huge rock formation. Now, close to 60, 70 feet up there. Trying to give you a sense of scale. Very impressive sight. Very pleasant surprise. We're heading up the narrow stone steps coming up from the base of the Rimrock formation. And this passage is like, I guess, a good representative example of these slot caverns going into the mountainside or into the rocks. So approaching the top now, and I don't know, this may be my favorite unexpected discovery of the trip so far. All right, guys, I found another place to check out. I feel like that song, I Can't Stop, I Won't Stop, something like that. But the Bent Run Waterfall Access, another location that I had read about in my research. We're right across from the reservoir and the dam, and I already hear rushing water. So let's check this place out real quick and see what we see. It's supposed to be some nice waterfalls back here. The falls begin, there's a small pull-off parking area, and I can hear the road is like right there. I mean, it is like 30 feet that way, and all these waterfalls begin. And I don't really know anything about this place, except that it was, you know, popped up on my radar of places to check out. So we're just gonna give it a quick look. Really gorgeous spot. Not really one giant waterfall, but a series of multiple smaller falls coming through these mossy boulders. Incredibly challenging to film. Probably the most like slippery rocks I've ever been on. I fell a couple times, but it was worth it to get the shots. And it just continues on up the hill. Talk about a place I could spend all day exploring. If you know me, you already know that. I mean, every one of these falls is beautiful. The lighting is perfect. I keep going up thinking there's gonna be one big falls, but I think they're all in this 3 to 8 foot range. One more up ahead and I'm gonna stop and turn around because I gotta get moving. Man, Bent Run Falls, right off the road. Stop and see it if you're passing by. Well, that is Bent Run Falls. At least I think it is. We've gone up about 200 yards upstream and the falls are continuous. There may even be a bigger one up there. It may just keep going all the way, I don't know. But right now, heading back to the car. Gonna stop in the town of Kane to resupply and then head to Heart's Content. Hopefully spend a nice beautiful evening there, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings us.